on like the tail maneuver.
You got to leave this lane open.
Up in the air.
For sure, I'm kind of in shock still. I had a great final with a couple of 9s, and yeah, you know, even with my 1.9 and a 7.8, I still didn't feel safe because Kelly, you know, is capable of that. And yeah, he did it. Like he tried lots of wild airs, and the wind wasn't really cooperating with him. He was kind of losing his board. And I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't stick one of these things. And yeah, sure enough, he gets a big wedge, and I let him have it because it looked too big and dumpy. And he did the best air of his life, basically. It was the best air he's ever done. And I don't know how he does it. It won't even do it justice explaining like how freakish that actually is, what he just did. Like, that's the best air he's ever done in his life, and he did it when he needed it with a minute to go. And it had to be against me. It hurts. That's awful. 3 good results and 3 shocking ones. So, yeah, I just got to make them all keepers from here on out, and I'll do my absolute best. It'll be fun trying, you know.
Watches him. There's the rim. There's a massive
It's Kelly. No, yeah, Josh Kerr bangs it off the top. Can he come around the corner and find that open face? Just throws it up in the lip really quick right there.
Yeah, at the moment, it's a little frustrating, but after I watched his heat versus Taj just now, it was like one of those things where it kind of, I lost, maybe it was his fate because that kind of had to happen, what happened with him and TV, because that was like, that's good for our sport, what just went down with him and TV, and I was stoked to see it, and still bummed on losing, but yeah, bittersweet. You know, yeah, every event, just getting results, it definitely boosted my profile, and to being in the big city, getting a big result, and getting good waves. You know, there's a lot of people watching this, and you know, having heats versus Kelly is obviously a good thing. People normally wake up in the middle of the night to watch those heats, so.
Split out situation, right on the right, Owen on the left.
Estou me sentindo muito feliz, mas ao mesmo tempo um pouco triste por ter chegado até a semifinal e não ter conseguido passar para a final. Sempre que você chega na semifinal, o que você mais quer é fazer a final e tentar o título. Mas como é meu primeiro ano, acho que uma semifinal está de muito bom tamanho, estou muito feliz. Eu amei aqui a cidade de Nova York, espero que tenha no que vem, então estou muito feliz com o meu resultado, com certeza. Minha bateria com o Owen foi uma bateria difícil porque a gente abriu a bateria com notas bem parecidas e depois ele achou uma segunda nota que se distanciou. E, bom, ele foi o surfista campeão do evento, acho que isso me deixa um pouco mais tranquilo ver que eu perdi para o campeão. E, bom, com o Owen eu já compito desde que eu sou muito novo, então acho que foi uma bateria que já vem acontecendo há muito tempo, então dessa vez foi para ele, espero que a próxima seja minha.
Thank you. Here we go, the 10 times world champion. What's he got for us? Is he going to go to the air again? Yes, he does. And does he pull it off? Yes, he does. Dude. Kelly Slater.
He's showing out here. Look at this wave here. A big one for Kelly Slater. A massive backhand floater. Back out on the open face, coming out with more speed than he went into that floater. And now he's just staying right next to the power source, right next to the whitewater. Starts to get vertical on the inside.
Oh, I'm stoked. You know, I didn't really think about it till now, but Owen's first win, I mean, this is going to be a memory for his whole life, and I'm stoked to be in that final with him. I'm 100% confident he's going to win at least one world title, but he'll probably win multiple, and he'll, you know, through his career, he'll end up winning tens of events, you know. I don't know how many. He could win 20, 30, 40 events. He's, you know, he's basically still a rookie, and you know, in my opinion, he's probably the most well-rounded guy on tour, and, you know, with carving, barrel riding, big waves, small waves, airs, just front side, backside, the whole thing. So there's really no weakness in Owen surfing. And funny, because I get nervous until somebody gets a good ride, and then I just like go, okay, I know what I need to do now. It's like I almost enjoy it more when somebody gets a big score, because it brings you to a level. It sort of opens up floodgate for you. I felt off from wave one. I mean, I took off on my first wave and just misread it. It was weird because I was hoping for the steep ones, and they were kind of runners. And you know, when they're running like that, it definitely favors your forehand. It's much easier to read the wave.
It's not so beautiful, and that will reflect the score. Here we go, Owen Wright on another nice, crisp-looking left-hander. Throws the tail with a lot of power, making the fins come out and drift a little bit. He sets it up here on the inside. Nice, steep section, big forehand.
Here he goes, up and riding, the goofy footer, all the way from Kalbarra in New South Wales. Snaps it off the top. Bottom turns around the section, boom, through the lip again. Owen on fire, racing. Slater won that one. but hang on a sec. Here we go.
It's just started, actually. We just heard the buzzer. The other buzzer we heard was to end that expression session. Opening wave right here for Owen Wright. Flying down the line. Look for something big, and he does a huge forehand.
Long one on this one. Here goes your current heat leader, Owen Wright. Bang, the fins out. Is he going to ride out of it? He does. And off the bottom again, just targets it, goes to that pocket. And another quick snap this way. Now bowling up, he's got this section in front of him. What's he going to do? Another slap. Look at this. Here goes Owen on his forehand. Snaps it off the top. Long line, big bottom turnouts. Big swooping carve. Driving off the bottom again. Cracks it one more time. Can he find that open?
And firstly, just all my friends and family came through my mind, and I mean, I'm just as stoked as they are. I'm just so happy. Like, you know, there's been so much support coming from my family and all my friends at home, and they've just really helped me out. And I mean, out there, the first thing that came to my mind was it just overwhelmed me, you know, just thinking of them and wishing they could be here. But yeah, I was just so stoked to do it. The conditions it's perfect for me, and I just went out and, man, I actually had a feeling at the start of the heat that me and Kelly would be in the final again. You know, I was definitely gunning for it, and I knew I would do everything I could to get there, and I knew he was going to be there anyway, no matter what. And once I got to the final, I just went, no, it's payback from last week. Looking around the city and walking around, I walked for 6 hours one day just looking around the city, and I've seen nothing like this before. And one of the biggest things, I went up the top of Empire State Building and looked down, and I was thinking Central Park was just some small park, but it's like Central Forest. It's the biggest thing I've ever seen. So, I mean, that's just New York, you know, everything's huge, and I mean, huge prize money, Hell Trophy, and just perfect surf. I can't believe we lucked out. It was just me and Kelly. I was just stoked to be surfing out there against him, and I've watched him my whole life, you know, he's been a huge inspiration to me.